India, a major space-faring nation, has conducted a detailed exploration of Earth.
Russia has just launched a probe to land on the South Pole.
Now orbiting the moon, Luna 25 is Russia's first robotic lunar mission in nearly 50 years.
Don't want China to get to the South Pole first with humans and then say, this is ours, stay out. Tom, I think the space race is really between us and China.
That simple beep, beep, beep was the sound that started the space race. It was heard for the first time 60 years ago, when on October 4th, 1957, the Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1 into low Earth orbit.
The mankind had always been looking for expansions, and every expansion was at verge of sword. Be it first land, then water, and airspace. Everyone wants to control it to stay ahead of survivals. Now a time for space. This is a space race for whom to win first. The world has seen a rebirth of interest in space exploration in recent years, sparking what some have nicknamed the new space race. Unlike the Cold War rivalry between the US and the Soviet Union, the present space race is a global endeavor with multiple nations and private firms fighting for domination in space. Today, we enter this thrilling and sometimes turbulent arena in which nations vie for control beyond our globe. To win the race, every space agency has few strategic points areas in the space they covered. There are three key areas as of now. Countries have spotted in the space as place for stable work spot, which has very less fuel consumption. These are the key places to conquer in the space to win ahead the space race battle. The first one is the outer orbital space. Low Earth orbit (LEO) is of 160 to 1,000 kilometers for weather satellites. Technology satellites such as internet providing and communication satellites stationed, often spy satellites, are also played in this orbit. Medium Earth orbit (MEO) is of 2,000 km 35,780 kilometers for GPS and other data transfer satellites. Geosynchronous orbit EXO beyond 35,780 kilometers, where geostationary satellites orbiting with geographic stationed location on Earth. These been already reached by most of the nations. The second strategic point is the Lagrange points. In the Earth-Moon system, 5 Lagrange points exist. These are points of gravitational equilibrium which occur due to the complex three-body dynamics of the system. There are 3 unstable points in the system, L1, L2, and L3, and 2 stable points, L4 and L5. The L1 point of the Earth-Sun system affords an uninterrupted view of the Sun and is currently home to the Solar and Heliospheric Observatory satellite SOHO. The L2 point of the Earth-Sun system was the home to the WAMPAS spacecraft, current home of Planck, and future home of the James Webb Space Telescope. And China has already taken advantage of the L2 halo orbit to provide communications via the Quequi satellite to the change for mission on the far side of the Moon. Space agencies unlikely to find any use for the L3 point since it remains hidden behind the Sun at all times. The L4 and L5 points are home to stable orbits so long as the mass ratio between the two large masses exceeds 20 for 0.96. This condition is satisfied for both the Earth-Sun and Earth-Moon systems, and for many other pairs of bodies in the solar system. And the final strategic point is the Moon, which possibly provide the most advantages. Water is an essential resource for space travel, both human and robotic. This is a crucial source of energy for humans. If this resource could be mined rather than transported on board the spaceship, significant fuel savings or payload bulk may be reallocated for other equipment and capabilities, boosting the efficiency of human spaceflight. Using lunar water as rocket fuel improves spaceflight efficiency by allowing missions to refuel on the Moon and return safely to Earth. The lunar poles appear to have the highest quantities of water on the Moon, making them particularly strategic places for lunar space supremacy. Next is helium-3 is an intriguing and abundant material on the Moon that has the potential to make lunar missions more feasible and sustainable. Nuclear fusion processes using helium-3 have the ability to generate energy. Helium-3 mining for use as an energy source, like lunar water, enables for more efficient space travel to, from, and beyond the moon. Current estimates place at least 1 million tons of Chandrayaan-3 on the lunar surface, particularly in permanent shadow zones dark side of the moon. Rare earth minerals, or REMs, are the third most valuable lunar resource. While REMs are unlikely to make space travel more efficient, they will make it more profitable. REMs are employed in electronics and medical equipment, but their supply is running out. China anticipates that it will run out of REMs needed in the creation of smartphones, computers, and medical equipment within the next 15-20 years. And finally, lunar regolith will be an important resource for a long-term lunar presence, because launching fresh resources to the moon is too expensive. Instead, resource utilization (ISRU) will be critical in lowering the cost of lunar exploration. The lunar soil is made up of 99% oxygen, silicon, aluminum, calcium, iron, magnesium, and titanium. The moon is rich in natural resources that are both military and commercial in nature. The most valuable known resources are water, helium-3, Artemis, and regolith. These resources are not renewable. The organization that develops the ability to harness these resources for lunar space power aims first will gain major strategic advantages over its competitors. That's why the moon has become the most strategic point for the space war to win. With further NASA Artemis, India Gaganyaan missions, Russia lunar programs, China change programs in coming couple years puts them ahead and scope of nearly no failures, because it's not just space race but a race against the time as well. The less time it takes, the more you conquer. As we navigate this exciting yet complex era of space exploration, the world watches with anticipation, hoping that our journey to the stars will not only bring scientific discoveries and economic opportunities, but also foster unity and cooperation among nations, ensuring that the vast expanse of space remains a frontier for all of humanity.
Thanks for watching the video. Like, subscribe, share, and comment below.